Welcome to the Epirus Campaign for Divinity Et Impera 1.2.7, and if you look down in the bottom right hand corner you'll see we're now in summer, which means we've only got a couple more turns before we get into another winter cycle with all its associated attrition. And what I would like to do is push out and take Vesontio here, because I think if we can take that, that will effectively give us control of this area here, although we're going to need to defend this flank. Our other target, which is might be a little bit optimistic for this video, we'll be trying to get out and catching Tulliferdum. But again, the problem is we're going to have this area here that's going to be a little bit exposed, although we got this army down here, which is kind of healing up. In fact, it's healed up quite well, so we might be able to bring this army back up to here to defend this area. And I think we'll start by moving these guys. I mean, this army can reach. This army is really... I think what I'm inclined to do is to bring this army through. And bring this army over to defend here. And then we'll bring this army up to reinforce this one here. That means we'll be able to attack this settlement with artillery. And the other thing we were doing was swapping these navies round so that I could take advantage of the increased hull strength. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do, is we're going to bring that navy up here. And we're going to I'm going to send this navy back for a real rebuild. And then this navy can sit in here, and of course this is one of my high-level admirals. You can see he's immediately had a very positive effect on this Cisalpine here. This is what I show you here. He's got lots of traits here which improve public order, I think. Where is it? It's this one here. So having this trait in an admiral offsets the negative influence of the military. Now the question is, which armies are we going to use to attack? This guy needs experience. This guy is one of my elite generals. This is a new guy. But that's the artillery army. How is my loyalty at the moment? Need to keep an eye on this. It's pretty good, but it's not brilliant. And this is a member of the family. This is the artillery army. What we could probably do is keep this guy in reserve. We can build this Heracles up. So we're going to go in with Heracles so that he can get some experience in a support role. You're going to come into Vesontio. I mean, it's a relatively straightforward. We're just going to continue the siege for the moment. And we're going to bring you kind of down to here. And what that does is it gives this army the option to come down here should we get opposition coming in here. This is the reason why I want to keep an army in this area. We can't do anything about that at the moment. These are our allies, so they should be okay. And if we take this settlement, they should be even happier with us. It looks like they're pushing up to take this here. I'd be quite happy for these guys to take this, and I'll share this province, because the Swaby province can be a bit problematic. Yeah, well, what we might do is give these guys an assist for a liberation, but what we're really after is this province here. Although, to be honest, I don't really want Alba, because I think Alba is over here. Although that won't be too bad, because we could come in here and then effectively crush down on the Bolly here and assist these guys, and or either that or just take the settlement and liberate it and create another ally here. Because as I've discussed in previous videos, what we're looking to do now is to get the swinging door going this way so that we can secure this area and then move down here with the view to push through. It looks like the Ablani are pushing through here, so we're going to have to go to war with the Ablani. We got a confederation here which seems to be pushing down this way. And then of course, so the idea is to come down into Iberia and go up into Britannia. I haven't fought in Britannia for a very long time. So we've moved the navies around a little bit. I can't see anything else here. And of course, we've got North Africa's on our target list as well, because one of the sub-objectives of this series is to effectively recreate the Western Roman Empire, which should be a line across here, effectively following the Rhine. And it should come up to, I think, Adrian's Wall, which was about there. And of course, the Romans never conquered Ireland, but of course they took Iberia, North Africa, and then came down this way. But I'll be happy to effectively recreate this area of the map. I think trying to create the Eastern Roman Empire is a bit more of a challenge, and I think by then we'll probably be starting to steamroll. Anyway, let's just get into here. We're going to come in and attack this settlement here. If you've been following the series, you'll be aware that I've had a few problems with crashes fighting these barbarian sieges. So what I'm going to do is keep dropping quick saves now on all these major siege battles. And we're just going to go for, of course, we're going to fight it, because you can't afford to take the casualties, which slows up your replenishment. Because especially if you've got elite troops, if you take massive casualties on elite troops, because you're in barbarian areas, you don't have the high level population to replace them. Because you've got to remember, these areas don't have a Hellenic culture, so it takes time to build these cultures up when you take the settlements. Nice and dry, start deployment. These guys are going to be right over there. Means they're going to have to march all the way around here to get to here. So this is a relatively easy settlement to capture. One thing I would suggest is don't ever attack in from this direction. You can see this has got a solid wall. I'm trying to break through here. In fact, I think this is a relatively low level settlement, because I'm pretty sure that if this is a higher tier settlement, this would have a gateway in it. Here we got let's put trees back on again. We're fighting the siege. We're not fighting in the forests again. Yeah, so we're going to go in on this corner. And what I'm thinking is to smash in about here. So, and what we'll do is we'll put these guys here, because their job's going to be to get over the wall and take that tower. So just put you up in that corner there. You can, we're going to be looking to destroy this section of wall here. Is going to congregate. We'll put the Hellenic Royal Guard behind. We'll put them there. Now, this baggage train is virtually a complete waste of time. So, what you want to do is put it next to the general, because that baggage train is not going to take part in anything to do with this battle. And what we're going to have is, I think you guys can stay in position there to do it there. And I think we'll get you guys there. Lister there. Move the.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, thank you, game. And what these guys are going to have to do is kind of march all this way down here. What we got over here? Who did I forget to bring up? What are you doing way back there? Want these guys firing down the wall here. We get some nice crossfire going.
The walls are breached.
Yes, thank you, game. If I can, I'll just bring this whole lot here. Artillery. All these guys round. Keep hitting them. Trying to get them, move these guys in a little bit. I think we'll be okay. Bring the infantry forward. And I think what we'll do is move these guys.
Yes, Commander. Warriors ready. All right. The walls are breached.
Right, we got a little bit of I think what we'll do is we'll just get some overshoot into this area.
We await your command. General.
General.
Missile infantry. Loose. Orders. Fire on the enemy.
Okay, these guys are
Missile infantry.
probably just getting a little bit too close to the there's a medium swordsman there. I think we can start hitting those.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
All that hurt. Right. Leave the battlefield. Drop. Leave the battlefield. Let's bring these over here. Start to bring the swordsman forward. We're getting the cavalry over here as well. Where's the general? I want to put you three together. I don't want you guys killed by accident. Right here. Right. I think it's now time to start the Royal Guard here, and you guys can come up in the support. We might be able to do this with one army actually, because we're literally devastating these guys.
Melee infantry at your command.
So we've still got a little bit of ammunition there, and of course you've got to remember is that because we've got a baggage train, if I click on here, you will see that we click on the right one. You should see that these guys have got extra ammunition. And that also applies to the artillery because we've got the baggage train. So in some ways it may seem a bit odd surrendering one unit in a siege situation, but time to start forcing the issue. I think what I would like to do is
One of our units has used all
going to
its
bring the Tarantines together. Because the Tarantines could be the unit I want you guys to bring the swordsman in behind. Right, these guys are breaking.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Loose, ready and waiting. Thorax swordsman.
Got medium infantry there.
Missile infantry.
You guys switch onto those.
We await your command.
Get some fire onto these guys.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Ready for orders. Your orders? Yes, Commander. Understood. Ready. Draw weapons. Melee troops.
So you're going to bring you guys over there.
By your command. To arms. Thorax swordsman. Melee infantry.
You push into there.
Position.
You use your support. We've got any more. What we're going to do now is just bring up these guys
Double time.
in support. So let the slingers move
Units has used
a
all
bit
its
quicker.
ammunition.
So we're going to bring the slingers up here.
Sword. Take their heads. Your commander. By your command. Thorax swordsman. Melee troops awaiting orders.
Where are you?
Swords. Quick march.
Let's see if we can get you pushing along that side.
Yours to command.
Right, these guys are getting a lot of
Waiting. Loose.
slingers. I think we're going to need you over here. Gonna bring up the Tarantines.
Ready and willing.
We'll bring the Thessalians together as well.
Quickly now. Swords.
One of our units has used all
Right,
its
we've neutralized the tower on this side.
At your service. Missiles awaiting targets.
You guys can withdraw.
At your service. Hand them down. Tarantine hammering. Waiting.
Tarantines,
Ready to
I
ride.
think what we can do, we've neutralized the tower over here, so
Orders
you know,
understood. Your orders. To arms. Your orders. Swords. Understood. As you command. Orders. By your command.
you guys break these. Slingers, get over to here. Right, we're going to start to bring in our other infantry now.
By your command.
The battle is turning in our favor.
It was always in our favour.
Hellenic Royal Guard. Hellenic Royal Guard. Horsemen, form fast. Heavy cavalry, ready and willing.
Right, we've got a chance now to get our
Cavalry.
cav in.
Hellenic Royal Guard.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Oxen ready. Form fast. Missile infantry ready. Now. At speed.
Okay, this guy's out. Back.
General.
Bring up the generals.
Missile infantry ready.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We can get the cavalry out through this side position, so we
As you command. Move now. Orders. By your
Oh.
command.
Our hidden units have been
engage.
discovered.
By your command. Loose.
Don't fire too close to my front line. Actually, destroy these guys. Do a bit of shock and awe.
Tarantine cavalry.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Tarantines, because is there any way you can slip through on this side?
Our hidden units have been discovered.
I need some more infantry on this side. General, getting a bit closer. Right, we got a bit of a hodgepodge here. I think if we can, we can push some units in like that. This army isn't exactly going to win any awards, is it?
At your service. Loose! The brave, ready for orders. Tarantine cavalry. Ride! Commander! Submod!
We've got very light infantry in here. This cav can push through onto them. I think maybe if we bring the Phalesians in. Right, these guys should come up the ladders. Wait, who are you? You lot over here. Just wonder if I can get a Porter Cav unit through here. Push this general. I think we can get the generals in there. Right, we've neutralized the tower.
The tower has been destroyed.
In some ways that's useful because we can kind of push through now with these. Wait. It's starting to crumble a little bit here. You pull out. You into here. You guys have taken too much damage. There's the Wait, I thought I told. Right, we've got another unit taking too much damage. Gotta be careful that we don't pull too many out at one go. Be nice if you guys could push on them. Tarantines. Right, you guys are withdrawing. Right, we're pushing through. Just keep the general relatively safe. Cavalry out.
We have captured a tower.
You guys out as well.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right, this army is probably going to get a little bit more beat up than it should be, but we're now getting in behind them. We'll push these guys up here. Keep pushing on this opposition here. Right, if we can We're pushing these guys back. We're getting them on the move. Tarantines, if you can hit these light Gallic slingers, Salians. Companion cavalry up here as well. Wait, you guys come back this way.
One of our units has used all.
It's crumbling here. Right, they've gone. I think that's it. End battle. We lost 487. So this army took. I mean, the casualties are acceptable because they're all in the yellow. This is the reason why I like to pull them out before they get too low, because this means that these troops should replenish relatively easily. And of course, our general and our elite troops shouldn't have taken that much in the way of casualties, so we should be okay. And down they go. Because we're going to occupy this, because this is one of our cornerstone provinces. We're going to not tax it because it's a waste of time. Luckily, this is fully developed, so we should be. What can we turn this into? Brick breaker. I don't want you there. I think for the moment we will keep the barracks. It's a tier 3, which could be quite useful. What can we convert this into? I'll convert you into a library. What's this? And we'll knock you down as well. So we've got the Vorborum here, which is tied to that there. It's got to be one of our targets, but at the moment I'm quite happy just to leave this alone because I don't want too many part things. So this is one of the contradictions, that Vesontio goes up round there, Trevorum is tied to there. Logically, you would have thought the sub-region for Belgia would be this one, and then these two would go together. But for some reason, the way the map was drawn up, it isn't exactly that way. I think what we've done now is effectively reduce the volley to a, well, they've got 2 regions up here, 1 region down here, and this is the actual provincial capital, which is our next kind of goal. You can see how we're now starting to get that swinging door going. I don't really want to attack anything else here. We've got this army here. Trevorum is got a garrison of 16, but I want to consolidate this. I'd like to effectively drive out, take this settlement next, because that would effectively secure this area, and that would give us the entry point to push into here. It looks like the Ablani have kind of got here. If we take this and drive the Bolly out of this area, and that would be another defensive bastion on this flank. And then what we could do then is start thinking about getting rid of the hoplite barracks in here. Let's have a look at the culture. Yeah, the culture here is 0. So we're going to have to work on trying to get our culture up pretty high. Right, let's have a look around and see what the culture... This is 30% and growing, hopefully. Because we've got... Yeah, I mean, it's 1.1%. Because we've got complete control of this area here. This is why it's very important to complete provinces. Oh, we've also... So let's just get this here. We've completed research. We've done supply reforms. So I can't remember what one that was. I can't remember what supply reforms we got here. So we've reduced the upkeep of our army. We've got +1 there, and what we've done is given +10% ammunition for all missile units. So if you think you can pound that with the having the baggage train in here, that really pushes up the missile capabilities on this unit here. You can see that my You can see here the crossbowmen now have got capacity for 23, and I think even this army, these guys have got ammunition of 22 now. I don't think we're going to get any trouble from these, but we'll leave this army as kind of in support range for the moment. I think this army can defend that flank, and of course we've got to decide what we're going to go for. I think I would like to push out this way now and see what we can get. I think maybe completing this, or I don't know. We've completed that. We completed that. Shaft mine, provincial capital mine, the settlements. What we got here? Minus 10 agent, minus 10% cost for. I mean, that's not really. Minus 7% upkeep cost reduction for there. I think I'd like the idea of possibly that. Actually, just have a quick look around and see what. I mean, I've got so much money. Just have a look and see where the gaps are. What do we need here? State banking. Okay, maybe we do need this state banking, because if I do that, we'll be able to take up the wine market to the next level. Yeah, I think we'll go for state banking, which is this one here. And child is there, settlement captured, newly captured bonus. Faction wins, joins war. Okay, they're not really there. We've now completed the, whatever this is in the, so this now gives me level 3 ships. So technically, this means I no longer need to send this navy down around here. But I think I would rather like, I would like to bring the navy down here to rebuild it, just to get the better ships. And that's the, oh, we've actually got the better ships here as well. So I think we'll just take this navy up. Wow. Just to make this look a lot more intimidating. We've got Marines, and we'll just get that. Okay, we'll just take that off. So I don't need to send that navy back. This navy can operate in this area. That's good. I suppose what I really should do is think a little bit about these navies over here. I think we'll get more in here as well. Build that up. I think I've got a small navy up here as well, but could probably do and be getting a little bit bigger. Oh no, you're a full size anyway. Only problem is you don't have any upgrades. I think overall the economy is pretty solid. Yeah, most of it's going the right way. Let's have a look at the family tree. Let's see, show deceased, take off the deceased. Let's see if we need to keep the. I don't think I've got any. We've got a new son here. You're a new daughter. You're 17. Maybe we'll just slide you out to get a bit of experience. You can go and talk to the Buri and see if we can. Buri are up here, aren't they? These are the Buri here. Yeah, I suppose one thing we could do is the Buri take these settlements here. If we keep hitting them, what they might do is actually hand these settlements over. Not that I really want them. What I would like is if they take, say, any of the settlements up here. Right, I think that's all we can do this turn. I can't think I can change anything else. Generally, we're okay, so we're just going to go for an end turn.
I offer this in the name of our people. Let this be at will to come.
Okay, we've got a very interesting decision to make now. The Nervi are actually offering to become our client state, which I think could work quite well in our advantage. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to accept that and make them into our client state, because that's going to save me a lot of time from a conquest point of view. Hey, political intrigue. Cavalry recruits are better trained. Hidden agent exposed. Child has died. Child is born. Child is born. Son comes of age. The family grows. Mission successful. Subjugate 13 different factions. So we got another 15,000. Objective issued. Complete control of 10 provinces, either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. Research technology. Following tactics. I've got a feeling that looking at this, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that mission will probably happen in the next part. And of course, because we've now made the Nervi our client state, what you see is we've now got complete control of this area here. So what you will see now is we come to the diplomatic status. What you see now is effectively the Boli are now pushed up into this area here. So we just got the Boli here, and we've got this whole tranche of friendly territory here. So it looks like we just got to deal with the Boli up there. But what I would like to do now is push through and take this. So we've gained a lot of land. Vesontio is now sharing a province with these, so this is going to be a little bit of a waste of time. Got a library. We're going to need, we've got hoplite barracks there. We're going to keep the barracks, and we want consecrated ground, and we're going to put that in there. Hopefully, yeah. Now generally I don't like having client states because they're notoriously unreliable in this game, but I think maybe we can. I mean, who are these? These the Albertis Confederation. Who on earth are you? They're actually at war with the Swabi, and they're actually allies with the Swabi Confederation. Where on earth is the Swabi Confederation? Where did you come from? You're there. That's the one I created. So effectively now we've got control over here. Actually, who are the Nervi actually at war with now? They should have made a lot of peace, because they're actually still at war with the Burai and Pergamon. Because they are now our client state, we should be okay. But what that does is it should release my siege army now from Vesontio. Actually, what we could do is be a little bit sneaky here. You can't reach. Can you reach? Yes, you can. Right.
At once. You have further orders? Is that all? Ready for battle. Laying siege to the settlement. Let them cower like kennelled dogs.
Right, we got. I'm just going to continue that siege. That's going to take too much time for this video. But what I do want to. Who are you? Got the Lusitani up here as well. Cool. There's a lot of factions just wandering around the map. Huh? What we're going to do is just defend that. I think I would like to kind of push through here now, and problem's going to be getting through here. My instinct is to finish off the Boli. And what we can do is liberate here. So we got Flevum, the Boli have got Alba. So this is effectively their last two settlements. Problem's going to be getting up there, and we're on autumn. I think at the moment, I'm just trying to. I think maybe the way through would be that way. We'd have to come down through here and go through our allies here. I think at the moment, I'm just going to, which is the army with the most movement, we're going to drop this army back, and we're going to keep you there. I think we're just going to send this agent over want to take a look, see at these guys. We've got this battle here. So if we take Ridbracht, we would need to take this settlement here. And we've got the Ablani here. What do the Ablani like think of us? Well, they don't like us, but at the same time, they're not at war with us at the moment. So we've got that point there. And got this navy sat out in the middle of nowhere. I think you can come over to Corrales. And we can give you guys the upgrade. Oops, I forgot to upgrade my cargo ship. And we'll just give him these firepot ships I just don't like. I think we'll give one with that. That would give me another full strength navy operating in this area. We've got navy defending that area. Oops, game's getting a bit twitchy. How's the economy now? Romanian minor. I still feel. Let me see. Let me just see this again. We've got barracks here. I think because we've got a client state now, I'm just going to cancel that. I know it's going to cost me money, and we're going to knock that down. And what we might be able to do is get a temple in there, which will. I think if we need a barracks, we'll put a barracks in Bridbrack because that's got 4 regions. So we won't bother with that. I mean, I've got no idea how long it will be before we go to war with the Nervite again, but that's the way it is. And I think just to finish off, where just have a quick scoot through and see how. So we're getting 25,000 from Rome. Not seeing any other way that we can. I'm not going to get anything else from this. When we get 1 extra food for 6 public order, I don't think that's worth it. Scalia, Magna Graecia is right up to the top now. Got this Macedonia probably could do with some work, but it's it really needs some. Oops, sorry. I think we need some public order here. What's this? This is an inn. Mountain House, which is tier 3. That needs to go up. Yeah, I think Macedonia is okay. I mean, it's alone in 11,000. Thrake. 1 more turn and Thrake could be ready to go. Ubadova. I mean, I think I'd rather. This would give me +4, a little bit of extra money. Plus 60% wealth. Like that, plus 10%, minus 10% slave unrest. Wait, kind of faction wide, but I think that can wait. So we're now moving up into some of our more exotic areas. We've got a fish market here. We're okay for food at the moment. We've got 61 food. Well, that can change very quickly. We've got plus now. I think Illicum is okay. This Alpine now is starting to really improve, but I don't really feel the need to push this. I think the Hoplite Barracks is going to have to stay here until we've got Masilla. This area here is looking pretty good. I think there's no harm in pushing that up, because if I take this up, I can improve the other buildings here. So we can take that up. We get here for 3 food, we get a bit more. So for 1 food, we get. So for 1 food, we get more growth, a bit more cash, and from. And does that improve the garrison? Yeah. So I can't see a reason why we can't not do that in Courier, even though Courier is technically well behind the front lines now because it's here. Dacia. Wow, look at that public order in Dacia. Why you got so much public order? Is this because I got no sanitation problems? Buildings happiness. Wow. I can take this up, but I don't really feel the need for that. I think we'll wait for that to finish. And here we got plus 26 public order here. How's the culture here? Yeah, we're still 31% culture, so we don't want to push our luck too much. That's not bad actually. For food, yeah, we'll take that up. It will also, we've got a garrison of 14 there. That gives a garrison of 15. Yeah, I think we can take that up in Istros. A kink. We've got a timber market here, which will give us a little bit more money, but it increases banditry. Again, we've got Pannonia. I mean, strictly speaking, kink is now in friendly territory, so technically we don't really need the hoplite barracks here. I think we can afford to take a chance with that. Should have the ability to recruit here in Istros, and we also have the ability to recruit here, if I remember correctly. So we don't need a barracks here. Like, we can take that out, and that will. The chances of us recruiting here is going to be quite low. I just don't really feel that. I know we've got lots of food, but I think considering a kink has got a boost to food here, I think we can take that up. And then what we can do is put in a gymnasium or something in here to take the public order up a little bit higher. We've got this area is looking pretty good now, nice and solid. This is an inn, and this would be the upgrade for the inn. Just don't feel it at the moment. And then we've got Germania here. And I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. The next part, we will fight this battle here and secure this point here, because we'll be able to see armies that are moving through here. And because we've now got a client state here, we'll tidy up the volley over here, and then we'll start planning our campaign to come down. I think taking Massila now is going to become fairly important. And of course we've got these nice, because I don't want to upset the Lusitani just yet. Maybe what we'll do is we'll think on Massila. I think I certainly would like to drive these guys out of this area here and take this settlement here, which would expand Bridbacht. And then we'll just keep pushing out. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.